hangers, and also what I tried to show last time but it wasn't in the frame. This is a latkin. This is the end for opening up the cane. This is the end for smoothing it out. I'm holding it down against the piece and I'm going around and mashing it down at an angle so I get a nice smooth finished edge, so when you pick it up you're not looking up inside the edge of the piece. Nice smooth finished edge. The other thing is that, okay, for hangers, what I like to use on the edge of stuff like this is called plumber's chain. And I use this for loops because I hate jump rings. So in this case, on this, I open up a link, see, pull it apart, take my wire cutters, and these are wire cutters, cut it in half, flatten it out, see, these are my smooth jawed glass scrozers, pliers, grippers, etc. I can bend it slightly. See that? Can you see this? Oh. Then I hold it with some other little pliers, and it doesn't hurt to tin this before you apply it. Both sides. It goes on easier. So now I've done quite a few of these. This is a 13-inch circle that this Phoenix is in. And I'll use hobby came around the outside of things, 14, 16 maybe, depends on how many pieces it actually has in it. So now in this case, I want it to hang kind of like this. So before we put the hobby came on, we tin the spot where it's going to be, and always put it where there's a line. Always where there is a line. Tin it. I got one there. I got one over here. Same thing. And now probably some of you are going, well, how are you going to hold that? Well, I've got these clips, spring clips. These are pretty handy. Now I have seen some people have gone to the trouble to make a stand to hold the stuff, and that's great. I think Mr. Anderson, John Anderson, made a jig to hold this, and it worked great. I have so much stuff in my shop that I have a tendency to not make special things like that. Everything has to be double duty, so to speak. So I'm basically just holding this in place. If I could get the pliers to work. It's a little off center. And getting it tacked on. Now we'll go back and straighten that out, but you have to get it tacked on first. At least for me. I'm going to check and make sure we've got this in frame. I'm using 2 of these things just for safety's sake. Just for safety's sake. Let's see if it's in frame. Is it? No. Okay. And again, Just holding this with, these are duckbill pliers. I guess because the jaws look like duckbills. Come on. Tacked on there. Yeah. And then I can go back. Get some on the inside. Now, you know, when you do this, you don't want to stay in one spot so long, because you get the hanger so hot it'll just fall off, because it's brass and it conducts heat and it'll hold the heat. And I don't want it to come off of there, and it can. Problem with glass and brass and things is, that's not too bad for a hanger. At least I don't think so. I can always touch it up a little bit on the side if I need to. And it's a nice honking decent hanger. At least that's what I use. Doesn't look too bad, I think. Okay?